We are lucky enough to have the first brand new 2025 2500 Ram in the country. This one here is a limited Longhorn in the beautiful white. It's also a Mega Cab and it has a tan interior. We're going to walk through this one, show you all the differences in what is coming for the 2025 model. I'll give you a little secret as well. This one still is left-hand drive, yet to be converted.
Bring it back.
When it comes to the front of this one here, as you can see, the big facelift is in the headlights, whole new headlight assembly, and then the Ram front grille. It's also got a new big radar on here. So bar work may be a little bit of a long period away. A fair bit of testing from anyone making front bars is going to have to adapt this front radar, put it in the front of the grille itself, put it in the front of the bar itself, I must say, and then do a load of testing to make sure that the full features of this one here, with all the smart features in a new vehicle, they need to get this one dialed in. So I wouldn't be holding your breath to put a front bar on. I'm keen to see who the first one is out there to do so. But for this one here, we're going to stay with the front bumper as is, and we're going to do a full custom chrome delete. Hold 1 second, I'll show you what we're going to do. That's exactly what we're going to do to this one here. It's getting some foundation wheels, first in Australia for this one. We'll get into this one and what is coming on the Ram a little bit later on, but we'll get back to the 2025 model and I'll show you what's coming on this one, what's changing on the 2025 model, what's the same as previous Ram models, see the differences and see if you should be in one. So the front end of the Ram itself, it actually looks quite similar from here backwards, but the front end has got all of those new features. We're yet to know all of the parking sensors, the cameras and bits and pieces and see what the differences are there. But what I did find this one a little bit funny, I'm not too sure whether it be a limited model, but it has gone back to the factory flares itself on the guards. Color-coded front bumper, rear bumper. It's got the new mirror assembly, but I don't know what Ram's doing because it's back to the old hood or the whole old bonnet there as well. So the badges are exactly the same. Everything from here back looks exactly the same as the last model. The big differences are what's underneath the bonnet. Oh wait, this one's still left-hand drive. All right, we'll see if I can figure out how to pop that one. There we go. The interior in this one looks amazing, but we'll get into that in a second. For now, all of the changes are what's under here. Hopefully, it's a whole lot better drive. It's a whole lot better transmission to the last one. The 68 RFEs did throw a few dramas out there when it came to people wanting to put big wheels, big tyres, and also add a bit more power to the Rams. But the new Ram engine underneath the bonnet itself is had a fair few tweaks. To see a full run through on this one here, our friends at CJC Off-Road in the US have got some pretty in detail clips and videos on YouTube as to the differences between the 24 model and the 25 model. When it comes to the transmission as well, that's where the big changes are. So as you know with me, I don't get into the nitty-gritty details and all of the specifics when it comes to everything mechanical. Our good friends down at G&L Performance will be getting their hands on one of these very shortly as well and doing a whole heap of research and development. I'm sure Reese is going to break a few engines, break a few gearboxes and know exactly what he's doing to maintain these ones, do any tips, tricks or tweaks to sort of do that disaster prevention kits that they offer there at G&L Performance. But we're keen to get into this one. What we do know from our friends in the USA is that a lot of the features on this Ram is similar to the last model. The main differences are, like I said, that front facelift, the engine, the transmission. I'm sure some of the fuse locations, some of the electrics will be slightly different, and that's what it's going to do up in our research and development bay in the back end of Big Dog builds. This one's going to be getting a little bit of off-grid power set up in the Mega Cab itself, and we're going to learn what the changes are in the 2025 model. So when Ram Trucks Australia bring in their models, which I'm keen to see what those ones are, we're going to be one step ahead. We're going to get your brand new Ram into the workshop. We're going to know what we're doing. This one here is giving us that booster start. When it comes to the side of the Ram, so same mirror assembly as the 2024 model. As we know, there was a big difference between the 23, 24 model. Ram have obviously introduced some of the new features into some of the new models, and with the 2500 having the big change, which is the engine and transmission, things like the mirror assemblies are staying the same. These ones come out electronically. The last Ram models had the big flip fold mirrors. These ones definitely look the part. Up on top, we've also got the clearance lights. So these ones are actually factory on this model. I'm not sure exactly what models are going to have the clearance lights up on top. This one being the Longhorn Limited is probably the reason why, but we'll get into this one. The Longhorn Limited have also, the Limited models all have the electric steps as well. So these are factory. The Laramies and some of the other models, obviously we can add different sets of electric side steps, but you don't have to do that when you pay the big dollars and get up to the Limited. And this one here has still got the same payloads in the axles as the previous model. So that's a 2740 rear axle and a 2722 front axle. So for a 2500 like this one here, if you're in the NV2 category, we get it up to the 5460 kilo GVM. And if it's the NV1 category, obviously you're going to be tapped out at the 4495, which is going to give you roughly 700-800 kilos of payload to play with on top of the vehicle weight from the tare weight itself. Now let's have a look at the inside. This one is beautiful and brown and tan. It's definitely a nice dark brown. We've seen a few different models come through the workshop. Some of the premium or platinum or limited models coming through with different color interior. But we'll get into this one here, being still left-hand drive. I'll jump in the driver's seat. As you can see, this one being the limited Longhorn edition, it's got the smell to it. It smells delicious. The leather in these Longhorn Limiteds is just something different. I don't know exactly what the colorway is with the nice brown interior, but it's also got all of the upgraded features. One of those biggest features is this one right here, which is the passenger infotainment setup. So as Ram Trucks Australia released the new Hurricane 1500 models, they've already done the conversions and put the screen over to the new passenger side. So the passenger can use the audio and the little video setup there. They got a HDMI port they can plug into. I don't know all of the features yet until we get into it, but the main screen, very, very similar to the last model. It's got a few little updates there. This one's still got the sticker kit around it. I'll let the customer do that one. But when it comes to the conversion of this one here, it's going to go from left-hand drive to right-hand drive. But for now, it always feels really strange sitting in a left-hand drive vehicle in Australia. How they come out of the factory. The first thing I noticed was just how nice and easy the little gear lever changed between park to drive to reverse. It's got all the normal features and a nice digital screen there as well. And the little features, just like the Longhorn Unlimited, it's all of these little things here. It's the bronzies, it's the greys, it's the tan, it's the stitch. It's just everything. These things look sick. The sunroof in this one here, very similar to the last model, I believe. There you go. That's all I can say for the interior so far. It definitely looks the part. I think the customer's going to love this one. It definitely is going to be a one of a kind for a while here in Australia. And I can't wait to see what Ram Trucks Australia bring into the platforms. I've got some big news coming from them very, very shortly. But for now, this one here is one of the first in Australia, still left-hand drive. We'll get out to the back. There's nothing too interesting out there, but we'll show you the RamBox model at the rear, show you the rear of this one here, and I'll let you in on a little secret as to what we're doing for this customer in this one. When it comes to the rear of the Ram, I haven't seen any differences yet with the RamBox model tub, but this one here, it's got a little divider in there. Being the RamBox model, some people like them, some people don't like them. I personally love them. I think they look amazing. The RamBoxes become quite handy when it comes to either being an esky with a lot of alcohol or soft drinks, I must say, on a nice day out, or if you're wanting to put some power or air setups in here. It's plenty of usable features for the RamBox model. It does limit a little bit of the space in the tub itself, but we can do the tonneau covers on this one here, be electric or manual rolling, whether you're wanting to put little T-slot tracks on top of the manual rolling tonneaus as well. We can put the cross rails on there. Pretty much options are endless. And if you're wanting to do a canopy setup, that's where the suspension is really important to get upgraded. The factory shocks in these models aren't the best when you go and add more weights, as we know how good our roads are, pun intended, here in Australia when it comes to the road surfaces, especially out west. Wanting to do the GVM upgrades, the better shock absorbers make a huge difference. And I'll get back to the front end of this one and we'll talk about what this truck's getting, how it's going to roll into Big Dog Builds, the new wheels, the new tyres, the new suspension setup that we're going to be putting in this brand new 2025 model. As we showed you briefly before, these are the new wheels and tyres going on this one. This is the foundation wheel from the US. Our good friends at CJC have hooked us up with this set here. It's the beautiful bronze look with the ring around the outside edge there. So the water's going to come out of that little lip. We know how annoying it can be when water sits inside the rim itself. Of course, we've already installed the Apex tyre valves. Those ones there with a quick flick of this little tab is going to deflate this tyre from 55 down to about 15 PSI in only about 15 or 20 seconds. We pretty much add these to every single wheel and tyre combo out there now. I use them on my own vehicles and they're super handy. If you're lazy when you get to the beach and you just want to quickly dump air out, these are the ones to get. Quickly do that. Most of the vehicles have obviously got the TPMS sensors in the dash as well, so they retain them. You can jump on the beach, air down in a matter of seconds and be ready to rumble. And then obviously airing up as well. They do offer a little kit there to do faster inflate as well, depending on the air on board on the vehicle. So bronze foundation wheels, 35, 12.5, 18 Nitto Ridge grapplers. And the offset of these ones is an 18x9 zero offset. So the factory offset is very far inside the guard. The zero offset's going to be bringing it out a little bit and it's going to be filling out the Bushwhacker aftermarket flares. So smooth aftermarket flares are going to fill, the tyre's going to fill out those guards. It's going to have a nice stance to it. And then we're installing a 3.25 inch Carli pin top suspension kit. As you know, the 3.25 inch Carli pin top suspension kit's one of the best kits for the Ram 2500 out there. This one isn't doing any heavy work. It's retaining the RamBox model on the rear end. So we've got the R1 coils going in the back there. We've got the triple bellow airbags going on the rear. We can do Air IQ to inflate, deflate these airbags from the comfort inside the vehicle itself. And then we've got some other cool features like the behind seat battery setup that we're doing on this one. It's going to have 200 amp hour battery capacity, a 2000 watt inverter. You're going to be able to use coffee machines. You're going to be able to do whatever you want, pretty much induction cooker off that battery setup. You name it, run a fridge full time. If you're wanting to power inside those RamBoxes, have a little charge station, you name it, this setup's going to be able to do it. And then it's also getting a full custom chrome delete. So you may love the chrome in the front end of this one here, but we are deleting this one. We're going to be doing a custom combination of bronze and white, as well as a little bit of satin black on this one. So stay tuned for the full build video. We wanted to quickly show you the walk around while it's still left-hand drive. When it comes back right-hand drive, we'll show you all around this one here. If you like this video, guys, check this video out here. And if you want to see these things boogie down the beach, this series here is one to watch as well.